Well, it is January. I am on my first tour, ladies and gentlemen. This year I'm turning 40, and I think it might be the year that I just unravel as a human being. I've been modelling non-stop for the last 7 days. This is the 8th day. This is my second shoot of the day. Touring is really very strenuous on your brain as well as your body. Last night I was staying with my sister and brother-in-law, and he had to chase me out of the house early this morning because one, I'd left my handbag behind, with which I could not have opened my car door, much less got to work, and then he had to chase me out a second time because I'd forgotten my shoes and had actually left their house in my slippers. This sort of behaviour has characterised my career in recent months and possibly years, that I think I do a good job at actual shoots, but all the ancillary stuff just seems to be unravelling. I've been wearing a onesie for the last few days. Brilliant. Anyway, I'm in a onesie. It's no longer fashionable to wear onesies. That had a very brief moment of glory, and I missed it. So I'm just doing it now because I wanted to be that comfortable, and I felt resentful that because I didn't want to look like One Direction, I didn't do it when it was fashionable, even though it's comfortable. It's raining, but apparently it's going to snow on the way home. Well, that's very dull, sorry. Weather talk is a very middle-aged characteristic, probably, and I just did it. I can't remember what I just said. Because of all this unravelling, which is true, I'm not trying to exaggerate this for comic effect, this is actually real. And because basically this job has gradually eaten up every every gram, is that more current? Every gram, no, that sounds like drugs. Every ounce of free time that I have. Publicise myself in different ways. I use social media, which takes time. Once upon a time, all you had is an inbox as a model. You had your emails. Now I have my inbox, I have multiple inboxes. I have my social media, I have my custom video website, then I have all the retail of my custom videos and when I sell them on, and I need to manage the platforms I do that on. Platforms is a word I only just learned in relation to internet stuff. I'm not sure I'm using it correctly, but I'm so determined because I'm so proud, because I think it's quite current. So gradually, all of this stuff has sneaked into my free time and I don't have any anymore. And I've kind of got used to that to a certain extent, because I still get holidays. It's just I have to keep up with my emails and my social media while I'm on holiday. But finally, it's got to a point where there is so much work that I actually can't fit it in. Even if I don't have free time. Now, the only way I can fit it in is by not sleeping enough. And I am quite physically fragile. So it would be splendid if I was the kind of person who naturally only needs like 5 or 6 hours sleep. That would be great, and I guess I wouldn't be in such a bad situation if that were true. But actually I need about, and I know it sounds like an exaggeration, but I need about 10 hours. I can manage on 8 hours for a few nights at a time, but actually it's not enough. I get ill. Personally, I'm prone to bladder infections, ladies and gentlemen. That's my weakness of choice. I know for a lot of people it would be colds or flu or sore throat or earache. For me, it goes straight to the bladder. Which is awful, because being cold makes you want to pee more than normal anyway, and I'm always cold at work. And then I get bladder infections as well, which makes me need to pee all the time. And having abdominal pain when you're trying to do sexy poses is really tough. So I have a horrible suspicion I'm coming down with one now, which, given it's the end of the tour, wouldn't be surprising at all. If I allow the stress of having an inbox to force me to wake up early, I get sick. So today I did a thing which I'm not sure about calling it middle-aged, but it certainly made me feel bloody important. I have taken on a PA. as those of you who are kind of internet savvy and modern will know, that these days it doesn't necessarily mean giving someone a salary of 15 grand and having them work in your office or in your house. I have a virtual PA, a very splendid lady of great skill, is going to be working for me a few hours a week to help me with the routine email. When I'm on the road, there's a lot of stuff I just can't do, and it all backs up. So as a result, this will be the first time in at least a year, and probably two or possibly longer than that, possibly 5 years. I'll be coming home tonight, and for the first time, I'm not scared. Every time I get to the end of a tour and I know I'm almost home, I should be relieved, but actually what I think is, oh no, then it means I'll have to tackle all that admin that has backed up while I've been out doing the actual work that pays. And because I enjoy modelling, even though it does mean being away from home, because I enjoy that bit, but don't enjoy the ploughing through emails from people who want stuff from me that I don't do. As a result, homecoming is really tainted because I don't get to do the fun stuff anymore. I get to do the miserable stuff at the same time as trying to resume my relationship with my husband, who I love very much and who I like to spend time with. And yet I've been frowning all the way through this whole blog post. What is this? Vlog. It's a vlog. It's a YouTube video. I feel as though it makes me a really bad wife because I'll get home and even sitting on the sofa with my husband having a cup of tea and catching up, lovely though it is, there is also a part of my mind saying, Jocelyn, you need to do those emails though, don't you? You can't stay on the sofa for too long. You've got to unpack, and then you've got to do your emails, and then you've got to do your posts, and then you've got to do your telephone calls. And I don't suppose that snuggling on a sofa with someone who is thinking those things is necessarily very relaxing, and it's certainly not what he deserves. He deserves better than that, and I'm going to give him that by paying a PA, not to hug him. Wow, that would be a bridge too far. And that will be outsourcing the bits of your job that you enjoy. And there's the problem, you see, because going home and seeing my husband isn't a job, but I've started thinking of everything as a job, because almost everything bloody is. I am trying to update once a month. I thought I could do once a week and then realised, of course I can't do once a week. I'm doing once a month, and I will try to keep that promise to you. I'll try to keep that regular. I'll let you know how my bladder infections get on, because, well, it's fascinating stuff. I've got 3 months until I'm 40. I wonder if I can manage to get the bladder infections into the double digits. That would be extraordinary, wouldn't it? I should say, I'll wonder if I can manage to keep them out of double digits. That's something to aim for. Good. All right. Thank you for listening to me, watching me.